Do Amazon seed get a bad rep? Or are their reputation deserved? I bought some seeds from Amazon recently. Did they germinate? And if they germinated, did they die? Well, come let's take a look. So, I recently bought some seeds from Amazon. The Black Duck brand from Freedom Farms. It came with 40 packs of seeds and different varieties. I think it's 40. I bought it. Well, one of the seeds that I got was empty and they substituted some of the seeds that I was supposed to get. However, from those that I got, I planted and the results are right here behind me. Now, two accidents happened. Let's look at the corn first. Now, these corn, they're a little bit worse for wear. And it's not a result of the quality of the seeds. I got two brands of corn or types. I got the Golden Bantam and the Country Gentleman. All of the Country Gentleman came up and most of the Golden Bantam came up. However, I had them in this garage because planting seeds in my garden results in them being eaten. And so they weren't getting any sun. And we know that corn love full sun. And unfortunately, they were in this seed tray. All of here were corn and they died, leaving these. I'm not even sure if these will survive because of how they look, but I'm gonna transplant them and see if I'm able to save them. The next set of seeds I want to look at are these cucumbers. I planted cucumbers and I planted the flower that I got. The sunflowers, they came up. All the cucumbers I planted came up. However, there was an accident. My son turned over the table with all of them and they died, leaving these cucumbers. As you can see, this got damaged at the time. The stem is still very much alive, but there are no leaves. All the sunflowers died and I saved those cucumbers, which are in need of transplanting now. So the next set of seeds I want to look at are these peppers. Now in the tray with the corn, I plant three types of peppers. I got a Jamaican, it's not Scotch bonnet. I'm not remembering the name now that I got, which are these here. Most of them came up as you can see. Most of the seed trays, the cells came up. Maybe about 4 didn't come up. I have some sweet peppers here. Again, most of the sweet peppers came up. And these sweet pepper seeds came up. They seem to have been planted a bit deep, but they came up nevertheless. And finally, in my first time planting any of these types, are the big Jim peppers, some red peppers, the thing like cayenne. And I really want to see how those turn out. Across from here, I have 3 sets of tomatoes, and I'm going to be transplanting these tomatoes into some cups. There's a gentleman on YouTube, I can't remember his name. However, he has a method where he puts sand in the bottom of the cup and the roots have to dive deeper for water. I want to transplant some of these. Though I believe that these can be planted out in the garden. So there are 3 types of tomatoes that I plant here. One is a cherry tomato, one is beefsteak, and another type. I rarely mix them up. I can't remember what they are. And finally, I have the cell with the brassicas. Now, with the brassicas, I planted some herbs. I am seeing where, except for some of these green onions, none of the herb seeds that I planted came up. But all the lettuce came up. Something is eating the lettuce that I planted. Cabbages came up. And, of course, kale came up. Now, these kale are supposed to be the dwarf blue curl kale, but I got duped And these seem to be red Russian kale to me. That's the type I usually plant, so I kind of recognize them. That's what they look like to me. And so, for the most part, I would have said that my trial with these seedlings was a success because most of them came up. Most of them are thriving for the most part, and transplanting them from the cell and, giving them some light fertilizer until they're stronger, I think they'll be doing even better. So that's it, guys, for this video. Thank you for joining me. And it shows that experimenting sometimes work